How good is it that you get to be back to the big game start soon?
Yeah, I know, we got dodge from it, didn't we, really? But, look, to open up AFLW Season 5 is it's going to be pretty big for us, seeing that we kick-started all back in 2017, but we're just happy to be back playing footy. It's been a really long 10 months. I know the girls are really itching to get out there and, face the Blues and what's going to be a really big occasion. I've heard tickets are just flying out the door, so hopefully get a lot of people there.
How special is it that, I guess now, with circumstances, tickets, there's a price on them, like people are paying to come watch footy. What does that do for you girls in terms of the value it places on the sport?
Yeah, I had no doubt that people would pay to come and see us play. We obviously love what we do and we're really passionate supporters. So for me, it was a no-brainer to make it a ticketed event. And I think you see today that Brisbane and Richmond's game sold out within an hour. So if that's not telling us good things about women's football, I don't know what is. So yeah, pretty pumped to be opening the season, ticketed match, Icon Park, where it all began.
Will it be emotional for you, Steph? I mean, it's been such a long time coming.
Yeah, it's always a little bit emotional when you start the season. You don't really know what to expect, and I think we just love playing footy, but it's serious business when it comes to the night. And Icon Park is special, and you'll hear from Britt and Ruby in a moment. We were there in that inaugural game, and emotions running high. The atmosphere was electric, so I have no doubt it'll be the same on Thursday night. And hoping to get a big crowd in and do the jumper proud once again.
Co-captains this year, how's that been going? How's that transition been with Bree coming in?
Oh, I love it. I think it's fantastic. Obviously we got Bree across from Carlton. She was captain there, fantastic leadership skills. People often say we're chalk and cheese in the way we sort of go about things, but we really are on the same page with a lot of things and we bounce ideas off each other. I think our partners are sick of each other because we just call each other after every session, having a good old chat on the way home. So, look, I absolutely love Bree. I love what she brings. And yeah, it's working really, really well. And to be fair, it's really nice to share that sort of responsibility. Obviously well supported by Shani as well. And our emerging leaders, you'll hear from two of them in a moment. I think we're really well supported.
How are her nerves heading into Thursday?
Yeah, she says she's not too nervous. I think, when it gets to probably Wednesday, she'll start to think about it, but she's the ultimate professional. I mean, she's represented Australia, so if anyone knows how to cope with nerves, it's her, and we'll make sure we get around her, but, we've got 20 other girls out there on the park that we need to make sure are ready to go as well, but Bree's a professional. She'll get through it, absolutely no problems at all.
Do you think her ex-teammates will get into her a bit?
I've no doubt some of them will get a little bit lippy and it'll be really physical, but, good luck taking Bree on, I say.
Steph, you played the final last year, but you still get to win one. How much does that sort of burn in the gut, I guess, for the girls?
Yeah, look, like Steve mentioned, we made massive steps forward last year and really pleased with where our game and our game plan was going, but we only played the 7 games and as you mentioned, we went down in that semi-final, but it was fantastic to get experience playing in a final and as boring and as cliche as it sounds, we're just going week by week and hopefully continue to improve. We've got a squad now that we've sort of retained a core 22 for the past 2 years, which is really, really important to get continuity, get to know how we all play and can build on the foundations from last season. So I think the prospect of finals, whilst it's something we're going to be striving for, we definitely just want to improve every week.
How important would it be to get over Carlton in that first game?
Yeah, it's funny, you hype up that first game and it is really, really important obviously, but there are 8 other games to get through and to focus on as well. But ideally, we'd love to get off to a perfect start and then Gold Coast will come down here, we'll play our first home game. But look, we'll just focus on Thursday night. If we get the win, fantastic. If we don't, we'll go back to the drawing board and prepare for the next week.
You did get the win over the Blues last time you played. What's the key to winning again?
That's a cheeky question. Yeah, look, obviously they're really dangerous and as Steve alluded to, they've got key personnel and talented players all across the field. So if you look at them on paper, they're just really, really strong. I'm sure our team selectors and our coaches will go through their game plan and we'll have a look at some footage and see where we can sort of dissect and spot some weaknesses, but they're pretty even across the ground. So we'll just be focusing on what we do, bring the pressure and hopefully get the chocolates.
How do you think Stacey will cope with the expectation ahead of the match up at Taylor?
Oh, Stacey will be fine. I'm actually really surprised we're still talking about this, to be honest. But look, we've got 20 other girls that are going to be wearing the black and white stripes on the night and who are going to go out there and protect each other. And yeah, Stacey will be more than fine.
And just in terms of what you sort of touched on week by week, but I mean, is there more expectation now given how far you went last year and do you feel you really came to the game?
Yeah, the standard's obviously lifted for us as well. I'd be lying if we said we don't want to improve, obviously. So we've made finals in what was a really weird season, but we did play our first final, and yeah, I think that is the expectation that we get there. But again, we have to trust the process and do what we can to make sure that that happens.
You said you and Brett chalk and cheese. What are the main differences there? Who's chalk and who's cheese?
Yeah, I don't know who's chalk and cheese. You have to ask the other ones. But I don't know. We really complement each other really well. I think Steve has said before, if we were both similar, then there was no point having co-captains. But I think we sort of balance each other out. Bree probably says she gets a bit cranky every now and then, and I'm a bit more positive, and then I'm a little bit softer, and she can be really hard and have those hard conversations. So yeah, there's some little examples there of how we lead.
I think last year, you weren't working during the season. You took some time off. Is that the same this year?
Yeah, no, I took term 1 off last year, and unfortunately won't be taking term 1 off this year. So I'll be back at work on Wednesday and taking the day off Thursday when the kids return. So smart.
How do you score up that balance?
Yeah, I mean, I did it for the first 3 seasons. It's not ideal. Like, in an ideal world, I wouldn't be working full time. I'm sure there's many girls that would say that as well, but it is what it is. Just got to make sure that you're getting your recovering in, getting some sleep, and managing your time properly.
You're still at the same school?
Still at Parkdale Secondary College, so shout out to them. They'll be happy with that. But yeah, still out there in Bayside, absolutely love it.
And would you like to see, we've got the situation with, say, GWS and moving it around. How hard is that scenario? Would you like to see, I don't know, a bit more support or something for teams like that?
Yeah, I really feel for them. Obviously, they are technically keeping this season alive, having moved obviously from Greater Sydney into Albury, now to Adelaide. So, look, I'm sure they are being supported. I've got a few friends there that I regularly check in with. They seem to be really settled now, so hopefully that doesn't, put them off their game or impact on their season in any way.
Just also a broader question, where do you see the competition going this year in new ways or improving? It's still, it's been a few years now, but obviously it's still developing. Where do you think maybe some changes might come this year?
Yeah, well, obviously we'll have another year of sort of the youth girls competition and those TAC, the TAP Cup girls, and those girls that have played at a high level from a really young age coming through. So I know we've got Tani Brown that we drafted, as well as Amelia Velado, who we spoke about earlier. So those girls that have had a taste for footy from a really young age, how to prepare their bodies, hit the gym and things like that. Although Amelia's only played the 3 games, but I think you'll see the talent across the board. Those kids will just come in and pick up the game really quickly.
Is your role changed all this year in terms of on field, or same old?
Yeah, same old for me. I'll just go about my business. Yeah, look, we obviously play a bit more of an attacking style. You would have seen that last year. So, yeah, I'll just try and sink my teeth into that and maybe hit the scoreboard a bit more. Maybe I'll go forward. I don't know. We talk about Bree and Chloe. Maybe I'll be up there. I don't know. Coach? Nah. Solid no on that.
Who's going to give the address? Is it you?
Yeah, it's funny. We actually spoke about that before our practice match, but Bree and I have decided we'll both go and do the coin toss together. I don't really have a good track record of winning them, so I'm going to palm that off to her, but we'll just go at the moment. We've got some really good emerging leaders. We've got Shani, who I'm sure you'll be able to hear anyway, but we'll just sort of alternate and go with the mood and I suppose the emotion of the game. Yep.